Hey guys, Rashid here. Alright, I'm gonna answer a comment that was based on my last video. This video here, a few killer ways to teach yourself to sing in key and on pitch. Susan Smith has commented. She asked for this kind of video, but other people have asked for this kind of video as well. But she asked in a way that made me actually do it. I don't know why. So let's see. So if I understand correctly, the key of a song is the scale which is used, and pitch refers to the notes within that scale. The key of a song, it's called key, it's just like called key of C, for example. And then the key of C is, they refer to it like it contains the notes of the C major scale. So yes, kind of to answer your question, pretty much. If it's in the key of D, it's going to be the D major scale. If it's in the key of E flat, it's going to be the E flat major scale. And you can simply look up online and it'll tell you what those notes are. Pitch refers to notes within that scale. Pitch is a term that refers to the frequency of a note. I think that's how you'd say it. So pitch means how high or low a note is, not necessarily what the note is called. So when you're talking about C major scale, it's got C, D, E, F, G, A, B. That's what we call the notes. But pitch refers to, are you hitting that note accurately? Now remember, on the keyboard there was many notes. There wasn't just there was C, but many times, right? So for example, if we look here, you can see that this is a C. They're all C. I can't do it. Okay, so they're all C, but they got different names. So it's like C1, C2, C3, C4, etc. Right? So each one of those has a different pitch, but they're the same note. They're all a C, the C note, but their pitch is different depending on, are they C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, and that the frequency, which is pitch, like how high or low the sound frequency is, that's what pitch refers to. So when I say are you on pitch, it means, are you hitting a particular frequency of sound correctly? And that frequency might happen to be C1 or C2 or C3 or C4. Could be any of them, right? I might tell you you're hitting the note C, but which C am I referring to? It might be C3, which is like in the middle. C1 is like super low, for example. C5 is super high. Get what I mean? Okay. Does playing guitar and or piano help with figuring out the key and notes of songs? Well, if you play on a piano is always tuned. Okay, so, or electric piano, like this one. So that's C. It's always going to be C. It's never going to be wrong. So yes, in that way, if you need to know what a C is, it tells you what it is. But when you listen to songs, the goal is for you to get your ear good enough so that you can hear the notes from the singer's voice. You shouldn't have to go to a piano and play them on the piano and then sing them back. I don't do that. I done it a little bit for a phase, so I could learn how to copy a note onto a piano and then sing the note accurately. But I didn't continually do it. Listening to the song slowed down was enough for me to be able to pick up the note. And for you, Susan, I would recommend the same thing, because you're already good or at pitch. All you need to do is just maybe slow down the parts where you go off pitch, and then when you slow it down, you hear the note for longer, and you can loop just that part, so you're hearing less. The problem is when we sing songs, we're hearing so much that we make a mistake, and when you hear so much, it's hard to pinpoint that area where you're making the mistake. And if I come to the keyboard, I'm just playing one note there, it's very simple. But when you hear a song, it's usually like a bunch of notes all smashed together, and then lyrics on top of that. So that's why I say take the song and slow it down and sing it just like phrase by phrase. That way you're less likely to make a mistake, because you're hearing such a small part of music, so your brain's not overloaded. So no, you don't you don't need to learn guitar and piano to learn to sing. You need to train your ear by slowing the notes down enough so that you can hear them correctly. Playing guitar and piano is a whole different area. It's a whole nother difficulty to it. It's not, you shouldn't try to learn to sing by learning an instrument, because it's a different skill. It's not necessary. 3. How long does it take you, do you mean me, on average to master a song? I'm gonna guess you mean me. How long before you feel satisfied with your performance? Whatever you can sing, whatever my voice can do right now, that's what I'm satisfied with. Because I can't be like, oh no, it's not good enough until the future or something, because then I'll never do a cover. Because in my mind I'm like, oh, you know, I don't sound as good as a singer or something. Now here's another way to look at it. I get what you mean though, because sometimes I'll do a cover and I won't put it up because I feel like it's not ready. But what do I mean by that? I mean that I can't quite hit all the notes in pitch, and maybe like on the exact note, and maybe it's too high for me and I sound really strained or weak, or maybe I break when I go into a falsetto. Those times I won't put it up. If there's a high percentage of pitch being off, I won't put up a cover. Now back in the day I used to be more off, but I still used to put it up because that was my level back then. So it's always got to do with what your level is right now. Don't hide and be like, I'm never going to put up a cover. You put up covers, you understand, but to everyone else, don't hide and be like, I'm never going to put up a cover because it's not perfect. What does perfect mean to you? Some people never put up covers, but they sound great to me, but to themselves they think it's not good enough. They might be lying to themselves because they're like worried what people think, or they might be just seriously have a great ear and they're afraid they think it's not good enough. So to master a song, it depends how hard the song is, you know what I mean? So there's songs that I haven't mastered, and I might not master them for another year or two. I might never actually master them. I don't know what my limit is. I'm just going to keep learning. I recommend the same for you. Don't worry about how long it's going to take. Just work on it regularly, and then you get a better idea of how far away you are from the goal. And will you ever get there? Only one way to find out. Get lessons, and just keep working on it regularly, and then you will see, are you getting closer or not. 4. Is it possible for a song to switch the key it is in within the song? Can one song have multiple keys? Yes, but this usually happens when things do key changes. Like for example, I Believe I Can Fly. It's like, if I can see it, it gets to a point at a couple minutes into the song where it actually goes up in key. I Swear, it gets to a point where it jumps after the trumpet solo, whatever it is, saxophone solo, it goes up a key or two. You Were Not Alone goes up, I think, several times in the end. You were not, and it goes up maybe 2 or 3 times, it jumps up in key. So yes, a song can change key, but it's usually thought of as the key that it starts in, and then if it happens to change key and go, it usually goes up in key, a song. I don't think I've ever seen songs go down in key. It usually goes up in key to be more uplifting, more exciting. So it goes up in key 1 or 2 keys, sometimes multiple times, to keep getting higher and higher in intensity. So yes, that's how a song might change key. 5. Can you change the key of a song so it's easier to sing? Yes, you drop the key lower or higher so that it matches your voice. So if I sing Michael Bublé, sometimes it's very low for me. I might put the key up 1 or 2 so that it's more suitable for my voice, so my volume rings louder when I sing that song, because I can't have I don't have as much volume as he does when he's on those lower notes. So what I do is I raise the key so I have volume in the lower sections of the song, so the song feels like it does when he sings, but within my voice. Or do you think that you should always strive to sing? No, you shouldn't always strive to sing in the original recording. You should strive to sing in a level of in the key that matches your current range. Some songs you might not be able to do even if you drop the key, because they'll be either too low or too high. depends on the melody of the song, and those songs you should strive to just increase your range so that you can make them fit, make your voice be able to do them. But it doesn't mean you should sing it in the original. I would never try to sing Bruno Mars songs in their original key, because I'll sound horrible if I try to sing in that key. But I'll sound fantastic if I put them down 1, 2, or 3 keys. It'll sound perfect in my voice. So that's a very important thing to know. You should always change the key so that it matches your voice. If you want to lower the key of the song, how do you do that? You need special software that does it. So there's application, Amazing Slowdowner, that I use on phones, and that lowers the key of the song. You can use that to lower instrumentals. There's karaoke software, which you can load onto your computer, and it can lower the key of the song. There's a program called Blue Cara, so it's spelled like this. I think it's spelled like that. There's an app for Android, and that you can load karaoke songs into that, or take karaoke songs off YouTube and actually change the key on them too. Maybe I'll do an example of that program one day. Yeah, so there's a few ways to do it. Or you can get a karaoke machine, and the karaoke machine will have that function. Another term for changing the key is transpose. That's a word that means changing the key. So transpose music is a way. Okay, if you want to look up more about it, transpose music. Yeah, that's about it for now. Okay, yeah, share what you found about natural versus non-natural. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope everyone enjoyed it and explains much more for you about keys. Alright guys, I'll see you next time.